Now, this next speaker, if you have tuned into any one of our webinars throughout the past year, you have seen her and gotten to know her a little bit. Our next speaker is our very own G. Watson. Born in South Korea, she grew up in Toronto and now lives in AZ with her 7 children, her awesome husband, and a 15-passenger van. She's an integral part of nurturing our community and its development here at Show It, and has turned her passion around foster care and adoption into a new podcast called Fostering Voices to give and provide space for more voices around that community. So, here to talk about being an influencer with purpose, here's G. Watson.
All right, so I lost my daughter Lily when she was 4 years old in a different country. We were at an amusement park in Toronto, which is actually where I grew up. Let me clarify, sorry. I grew up in Toronto, not in this amusement park. She was gone for probably 5 to 10 minutes, and it was obviously one of the worst moments of my life. I wanted to vomit, much like I do right now. And we were just scrambling, my brothers, my husband, we were just in a frenzy trying to find our girl in Canada, which is not where we lived. And finally, some man was like, hey, I think I saw your daughter. She was crying, she was walking in that direction. And she had walked to a gift shop to find a safe adult to tell them that she was lost. But she couldn't remember our phone numbers, which is a different talk for a different day. So I went very quickly from being a hater to a very strong advocate for child leashes. And do you know what I thought after surviving that ordeal? I should have a lot more kids. Just kidding. I've never thought that I would want to have a lot of kids or ever think that I should be in charge of as many children as I have right now. But here I am, literally living my absolute best life with 7 humans who call me some variation of mom. So today, I just want to ask you a super simple question. I don't find my purpose in motherhood, as some people do, and that's beyond fine if you do, but I don't find my purpose in motherhood. And so I want to ask you a super simple question, which is, what is your purpose? And Jennifer Riles knows hers, which is fantastic. Well, what about the rest of you guys? What is your purpose? Like, why do you exist? Why are some people in your life right now and other people are not? What's the point of it all? If that's too heavy, after a crazy long day of thinking about our businesses and all these other things, then let's just talk about our businesses. Business exists. Like, in your heart of hearts, why do you need to succeed? Do you have something to prove? Do you want to be more successful than maybe your best friend or your sister or your parents? Do you think maybe you'd be happier if you were featured in The Knot, which Sarah told us we won't be? Do you think you will have arrived if you were a 6-figure photographer? Or maybe even a 7-figure photographer? I've seen a lot of people chase these things, and I know a lot of very rich and very successful and very, very miserable and lonely people. Because the thing that they are chasing, no, just kidding. Right back here, sorry. The thing that they are chasing can never be caught. The things that they say they will do after they make it, it never comes to pass because they never feel like they've made it. So maybe we can start finding our purpose when we shift from I'm going to make it to I'm going to make it matter for me and for others. Don't say I will be more generous when I have more to be generous with, or I will serve others more when I have more time, because we rarely recognize when we've reached the magical land of more. Today, Ashley talked about having an abundance mindset. So do you have a scarcity mindset or an abundance one? Obviously, when I almost lost my daughter, I went into scarcity mindset real quick. At the time, I only had 2 kids, but now I have 7, so it's okay if I lose 1 or 2. Just kidding, that's not true. Just want to make sure you're still paying attention. Seriously, a scarcity mindset says, I don't have enough. I don't have enough time for myself. Why would I have enough time for you? I don't have enough money for you or for myself, so I definitely don't have enough money for you. But what if we changed our mindset to I do have enough for myself, and I do have enough for you as well. I just want to admit a little secret to you. I want to be an influencer one day. You know why? I want brands to send me free stuff, because I love free stuff, right? I think a lot of us are conference speakers because we love swag bags. I love swag bags, so maybe I'll just do that. Anyways, but if I chased with all of my whole heart that I wanted to be an influencer, then I would miss out on the fact that I am an influencer in my home. I have 8 engaged to semi-engaged followers in my home. Sometimes they don't heart my posts, and that's okay, because I'm not here for the likes, okay? But let's not worry so much about how many followers we have. Let's worry so much more about who is following us. Some of us have a balance issue. Let's take, for example, self-care isn't selfish. We've all heard it, and I agree. Self-care isn't selfish, and it's a good thing. We've heard many great talks. Take care of yourselves. That's really important. But what if your whole life is about you, your dreams, your goals, your happiness? Then self-care and does actually become quite selfish. I do want us to find balance. Yes, to taking good care of yourself and having goals and achieving them. But let's find the balance. Take good care of yourself while also absolutely simultaneously taking good care of others. Your partner, your cats, your kids on leashes, your friends, your plants, and then take care of your community. Take care of your customers. Those word of mouth referrals, thank you, Terry, so invaluable, right? But can we serve others? Because every human you encounter is worthy of being served and cared for. You will find joy and purpose in serving others. In fact, serving others is your purpose. In business, obviously, we are all service providers, right? But also in life. I am a former foster mom. We just closed our license this summer after becoming a family of 9. 4 of my kids are adopted, 3 of them out of foster care. I'm very proud of my family, but like I said before, I don't just find purpose in motherhood. There's this former foster youth. His name is Josh Shipp. He's fantastic. You should look him up. Google him. He says that every child is a caring adult away from being a success story. A caring adult. It does not say every child is a doctor or a psychologist or a published in Martha Stewart's weddings photographer away from being a success story. It's just a caring adult, guys. I know some of you are trying to tune me out. I'm not strong-arming you to take a bunch of kids, okay? But if you want to know more, you can email me at ghay@showit.co, or you can listen to my podcast, Fostering Voices. But all I'm asking is, can you serve others? You can volunteer at a youth group at a church or at a Boys and Girls Club. You could send a family who's fostering a pizza once a month. We have the Robinsons, Devin Robinson, he did the talk about Not Your Mama's social media talk. He's a foster dad. I'm super proud of him and his wife, because they've been fostering for like the last 2 years, and it's been a journey and it's been a hard one. You can send them pizzas. I'll send you their address. We have Michelle Harris and her beautiful husband, and they're about to embark on a journey themselves too. And so also send them pizzas or Chipotle. I think that's what they like. But photographers, you guys have this really special gift that you can share with others as well. Foster families who have a revolving door in their home, you could take pictures of newborns. You could also take pictures of seniors. I mean, how special would it be for a foster kid who's probably the first person in their family to graduate from high school to have phenomenal pictures from a professional photographer, so they can really celebrate this accomplishment. I'm supposed to breathe through my nose, hold on. This comes as a surprise to many people, but I don't say it as a joke. I don't actually like kids very much. I love babies, but I don't really like kids, and I really don't like toddlers. But I'm here to support humans. Not just humans who look like me, not just humans who can wipe their own bottoms, although that does help, but humans of any age, any size, any walk of life. You should invest in other humans as well. In the wise words of Moira Rose, when one of us shines, all of us shine. I know I started off this talk showing how truly unqualified I am to be in charge of one child, let alone 7. But one of the biggest misconceptions we have about being an influencer and helping others out is that we are not qualified enough. So I'm telling you that you are. We heard so many great talks today about how to be mind-blowingly successful on social media, all of that stuff. Let's implement all of these things. The stuff about websites, 1,000,000% do that. Show it is the best. I actually Googled my website when Sarah was talking about SEO, totally says homepage. So, gonna fix that. But my meta description is on point, so don't you worry about that. But let's do the hard work. Don't let the hard work be for your benefit only, though. Donate money, some of your time, some of who you are, a caring adult, to a teen, a new photographer, a new creative who maybe doesn't have any caring adults in their life. I'm going to leave you with a really random story. When I was little, my parents gave me a bowl haircut. Not once, but from the time I was about 2 until I was 8. Who's that handsome fella? It's me. When I was in kindergarten, I remember having to go to the bathroom on the first day of school and telling the teacher that I had to go. The bathrooms were attached to the classroom, and it was very clear which one was the boys' potty and which one was the girls'. What wasn't clear, at least to my teacher's aide, was whether I was a boy or a girl. She looked at me, she looked at the doors, she looked at me again, she thought about my name. No help. Finally, I just escorted myself to the little girl's room, and she shrugged her shoulders, and she walked away. Guys, let's not be an adult who shrugs their shoulders and just walks away. Let's not say, hey, I don't have the time right now or the money right now, but I'm telling you, you are an influencer already, so let's use our influence to help others to find their purpose, and I promise that you will fulfill yours at the same time. Thanks.